Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Aries season. Woof, right? Woof. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of this damn muddy swamp ass Pisces season, okay? No offense to the Pisces or the cross watchers or anything like that, but the Mercury retrograde has been hard for everybody. Every sign, including the water signs. Because, it's. So, April. April. Right. April, right? April. So, Aquarius. Aquarius. April 2019. So last month. Let me just talk about your pre-shuffle real quick. So, guys, we just had this full moon in Libra. Immediately in your pre-shuffle, I saw the Death card and I saw the Fool. So, that's typical for things to end and new beginnings to start during the full moon. Okay, Aquarius? Whether that's a new phase in life, a new leash on life, a new love, a new job, it could be anything. It's a general reading, so. But April, that was just a full supermoon. So April, we have another moon in Libra. Two moons back to back in Libra. Two full moons back to back in Libra. So, I mean, it's in your sister sign, so everything's all good. The full moon, it's in your sister sign. But it was a super moon, so it's gonna bring up things. It's trying to shine the light on things so we can move forward in this year, because Jupiter is going retrograde, I think April 10th. And if you guys have any planets in Jupiter, any signs in Jupiter, that's where it will affect you most in your chart. So let's get down to the reading, Aquarius. Because everything's starting to move a lot faster now, right? Now that we're out of Pisces season, everything's starting to move a little bit. Got a little bit of steam. Then all the planets, like once we get out of this retrograde on the 28th, all the planets will be direct again until April 10th. Child design. Aquarius. Okay, already. Wheel of Fortune and then Initiation. Two major arcanas. See that Jupiter? That's that Jupiter. This Wheel of Fortune card, represented by Jupiter, is moving retrograde in April, on April 10th. So, I don't know, but you have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are going in your favor. But you have child design as well. Okay. Confusion. Gemini and Jupiter. Okay, let's talk about this really quick. So, child design. Aquarius. Not really a bad card. Child design is really mostly about you It's kind of like being the fool, though. This child design card, it's kind of like being the fool. It's it's pure potential. Because you know, when you have a child, they're like the template for perfection. Like a child is pure and perfect when they're born. Um, they're not tainted by the world yet, you know. So um, this is just a reminder that that is still inside of you, you know. That child design is still inside of you. It's like telling you to let your thoughts and your emotions hold the highest frequency of who you are. This is letting go old patterns and like getting back to the original blueprint of your life. Like if you got off track in your life, this is getting back on track to your life. And that's the wheel of fortune. This is you. This is you being able to see your eyes through like how a child would see things. Like everything is new to you, you know? Like you have a chance to recreate and create a new way. And the wheel is spinning in your favor because it's like, okay, release those old patterns. It's releasing your old patterns. It's like you getting back on track. Something that you were previously doing before. Which makes sense because Mercury retrograde could do this to you. You know what I'm saying? When you go back to something that you were working on previously and you get back on track, you get back on this divine wheel. See what I mean? You get back on that divine wheel. Next card you have is the initiation card. This is incarnation of love, fertility, compassion, and wisdom. So you have wisdom. You have the wisdom. This is just to remind you of this. This is here to remind you that you have the knowledge and wisdom to for this. In other words, this initiation card is here to remind you that you hold the key. You hold the key to manifest whatever you desire. This is wisdom. This is wisdom, 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 wisdom. I don't know if you're dealing with a Capricorn or not, Aquarius, but this is ultimate wisdom. This is just saying, letting go of those old patterns. You know what you need to do. Period. You know what you need to do. Period. 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 You know what you need to do. But you're confused. You're confused about it. You're confused about the decision. This is overthinking. Okay? This is overthinking. When there's too many factors, right? And no clear choices, it's not time to make a decision. Especially during Mercury retrograde. We're almost out of it, right? At the time of this recording this video. I mean, by the time we get to April, we'll be out of it because it ends March 28th. But what I'm saying is there's still an after shadow of Mercury being retrograde. So, um, The wisest choice in the situation. See, this is the advice. The wisest choice in the situation where you're being confused, because this card is wisdom, the initiation card. For you to be confused is to give your mind a break and take a seat back. Get in the back seat. This is not time to be over analytical, and you need to trust in life's processes and know that when it's time to make a decision, it will be shown to you. But it seems like the world is in your favor by you letting go of old patterns. See, Aquarius, I feel like you're stuck in a lifestyle that you don't want. Seems that way. Seems you're stuck in a lifestyle, relationship, crone resurrection. Scorpio card could be dealing with the Scorpio, Aquarius. We all know what resurrection means, right? A rebirth. So it's definitely some things that you need to change in your life to get on this golden path right here. Right, Aquarius? Some things you need to change in your life to get you back on that path. Some patterns you need to let go of. And the only reason why you're confused is because there's too many choices, which means there could be outer influences, which means there could be friends, it could be relationships, it could be a lifestyle that you live in that you don't necessarily agree or like, or you know, and you have the wisdom that it's time to go a different route, to let those old patterns go, those old ways go. I seen this in your pre-shuffle. This child creative spark. So you have child design and child creative spark. Child creative spark is just letting you know that you have the fire and the spark within you to ignite whatever creative vision, dreams, ambitious goals. You have that. You have this chrome resurrection card here. And we know that's a rebirth. You know it's a rebirth. Period. This is a transformation, resurrection from death in a new form. This is a massive emotional change. This is to help you accept the change and the renewal that is upon you. Then you have child creative spark, which, like I said, just reminds you that there's something inside of you waiting to express itself. It's like you're not living your best life or something. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you're not living your best life. You're confused by the choices around you, and you don't really know what path to take or how you should be living, or if the lifestyle you're living right now is not it. That's not what you want. You know what I mean? It's like you're not fully living up to your potential. Is really what I'm getting. It's like you're not fully living up to your potential, and it's some patterns. It's trying to remind you that that potential is still inside of you, here and here. And then this right here is willing to give it to you. But you don't even know what to do. Because you're confused about what route you should take. You don't even know what to do. But it's like you're going to have this rebirth and this, or either, let me put it to you this way, either the rebirth is going to come forcefully or you're going to have to make it happen by releasing old patterns and getting back to something that you've gotten off track, is what I'm saying. Like, you've gotten off track, like in some form, fashion, in a relationship or a job opportunity, a friendship, however this may pertain to you. Could be dealing with the Scorpio. I see Scorpio and Capricorn up here, but it's like it got off track, whatever it was. But for some reason, you're needing a rebirth, because this is very personal. I'll tell you that. This is very personal. Because it's letting you know that you have the potential within yourself. And it's kind of like you don't know which way to go. And it's like you do know. It's like you do know because you have the wisdom. It's like you do know, but you're confused because there's too many choices, too many options, too many. Being overanalytical, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. There it goes. Pessimism. So you're being pessimistic about it. Are you not for sure that, like, I don't, this all, these are all illusions. I don't know if it's from this is illusion. This is all illusion. This pessimism and this confusion card, it's all an illusion. It's all in your head. These are things that's all in your head. They're all in your head. It's all in your head. Because, I mean, look at the stuff around, look at the things around you. You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the wisdom, you have the child design, the creative spark, you have the ability to transform yourself to get to these things, but you're in your head. You're in your head. You're totally in your head. And you're being pessimistic about it. For what reason, I don't know, because the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. Oh my gosh. You're in denial too. Advice for this card is open up your heart. Bottom of the deck. Don't know if you're dealing with the Sag either, but listen. You have the Alchemy card at the bottom of the deck, meaning that you can manifest whatever. You have the ability to manifest whatever. And you'll come to the realization. You'll come, because you have the Alchemy card, then you have expression. Bottom of the deck, you have the Alchemy card. Then you have expression. Then you have Ace realization, which tells me that you're going to come to the realization. You're going to understand. I mean, you're going to come out of this denial, this pessimism, and this confusion. I mean, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. It could be that, I mean, could be that you're trying to let go of your childish ways, and you're trying to grow up, and you're trying to mature, you know. And maybe you don't believe you can do it, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, you're stuck in those ways, and you're trying to let them go because there's some things you want to do out here in the world. There's some things you want to do, some things you want to create. Or maybe you're dealing with someone that's childish. I don't know. But I'm telling you, pre-shuffle, I had death and and the fool for like new beginnings. So I'm not really getting. I mean, obviously new beginnings, Wheel of Fortune here, but I'm not really understanding why you're in your head so much about it. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the alchemy card. I'll turn the card around. Bridget brings healing, inspiration. This is poetry, music, art, metalsmithing. This is insight, regeneration, rebirth. This resurrection right here, rebirth. Um, this is creation and wisdom again. Maybe you don't know what to do with your life. Maybe that's, like I said, maybe you're not, I feel like maybe you're not living the life you want to live right now. You know, I really get that strongly. But my thing is to you is you can make this happen. What the life you want to be living with this, with the cards that you have, you can make whatever you want to happen. I don't see why there's such a confusion and denial about it. Like you, you need to trust. You need to trust the universe. You need to open your heart. Everybody's not out to get you, Aquarius. They're not. It's 12 o'clock. Everybody's not out here to get you. They're not out to get you. Stop. Don't keep being pessimistic about situations. All this stuff is illusions. They're all illusions. They're all things that's holding you back right now. They're holding you back. Okay. They're holding you back. This is mental. This is too mental. You're too in your head about it. And if you don't want to make a decision right now, you don't have to, because the decision will be clear. It will be clear when you need to make whatever decision you need to make. But just know the odds are in your favor. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The important thing is that you have what it takes. These cards are cards of potential. You have what it takes. You have what it takes. You have it in you to make this transformation. You have the wisdom. You know what you need to do. And you're going to make it happen. And you're gonna make it happen. It's just you're right now, either right now, depending on where your birthday falls at in Aquarius season, um, just right now, either you're confused or maybe later on in April you're gonna be confused. Because this is something that needs to, this is something like, this is you transforming yourself. Nothing but, nothing but good things. But all right, Aquarius, that was your reading for April 2019. I hope this does resonate with you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If it doesn't, please watch your other placement videos like your Moon or your Rising. Um, and also, you can also check out other tarot experts on YouTube. You know, a lot of them are amazing. I do appreciate you guys for liking, subscribing, and watching my videos and commenting. I appreciate it a lot. I love the feedback. I love the support. And I love you guys. I will see you next month.